Howdy folks, pretty much we're picking up where I left off, except with the exception that I drove the Kraz down here from the gateway. I found along the route here, this is where I delivered the oil barrels that used to be here. I found there was an 8-spot trailer sitting there. So I left my M747, grabbed the 8-spot, and came down here. I had a flat tire and a busted up front suspension, so I bought the sled here that has something like 6,000 repair points and 1,000 fuel. So I fixed up the truck. My point in coming here was to see if there was enough metal rolls to do this job and the ore sorting center. There is not. I'm too short. I can make 2 metal rolls with 1 unit of steel. I looked over the map and found out the only unit of steel on this entire map is the one that I left laying on the ground up here after it fell off the trailer. So I put a 2-spot flatbed on this thing, thinking I would run up there and get it, and then realized that's a long frickin' ways up there and back, and that unit of steel is sitting right next to the damn garage. So I'm going to sell this 2-spot flatbed. I will eventually hook back up to my 8-spot over there. But in the meantime, I'm going to jump down here to the evacuator that I grabbed to pick up that metal beam with, which I'm going to do right now. And then I will probably stop the video until I've driven that whole half an hour distance up to where the Kraz Chabors is, up to the whole rolled steel factory thing. So VC anchors, height functions, grab this sucker. It appears to be upside down. I'm using anchors because this is not the Kraz Chabors. I thought I was using anchors. Yeah, they're just clipping through the tires is all. Not the easiest thing to load with a rear crane. That's why I put the flatbed on it, to make it just a little bit easier. I could keep bringing it in as I bring it over, bring it back as I bring it over. I can't tell if I'm really over the trailer enough. Good enough. Drop that sucker. Restore the crane. Pack cargo. And away we go. I'll get it turned around and then I'll cut out until I get it down to the other end. I put the double wide monster studded tires on it in the hopes of keeping the steel on the trailer or on the flatbed until I get there with it. Wonder, is there a way I can cross the river and get to the other island and make this a quicker trip? If you cross here, you end up on the wrong side of the conveyor. So you have to cross here and then here again and then run through the water and come down here. But technically it is a shorter distance. But the first place you have to cross is here. And then you run down the middle of this island until you can cross here. And then you cross here. But it is faster than going all the frickin' way around. Maybe I'll stick with it till the first water crossing. But I can't do the whole thing and fit everything into this hour that I want to fit into this hour. I have to make, I have to make compromises. Otherwise, the 1 hour job is going to end up a 3 hour job. So you cross here. And shit like this is exactly why I wanted that really wide ass end. Then you go down here a little ways. There's another Kraz Chabor sitting there I'd like to use, but it's on the wrong side of the conveyor belt. I believe you go down here. Look how stable it is with that really wide ass on it. And then you run through the water here. See the See the conveyor up there? That's why you're stuck on either one side or the other. You can't cross anymore. Not since I completed putting the conveyor together. And then you cross here. And I think you stay. Yeah, you actually. I'm actually going kind of a little bit the wrong way. I don't want to go all the way down here. All I wanted to do was skirt the rocks. Look at this thing all over those rocks with those big monster mutters. All I wanted to do was skirt the rocks and stay on this center island. And I believe down further you can get past the conveyor. And then cross to the center island, and then cross to the far east island. There's the craze and the 8-spot trailer that I was hooked up to. I parked them both here where you can no longer cross. You used to be able to drive through there. But you like how I stuck part of that long trailer underneath the conveyor? So obviously still have the conveyor on the left. Might have to go all the way down to the bottom to get past it. I'm already past the location where I expected to be able to cross to the other island. Well, you get the idea. I have to find a way down through here. Actually, right here, I can go under because this is conveyor section 3 and I've not fixed that yet. So I can still drive under that part. And then cross down here, I believe. See, I wanted to cross way the fuck up here. In order to do that, I'd have to cross under the conveyor and then go back up this side of it. That just doesn't make sense anymore now that I'm all the way this far down. So anyways, I'll come back when I get up to the other end. We made it up here. Open storehouse. Use the triggers or keyboard. One to unload. And then go back here and we can craft 2 rolls. And then we close that and go park this thing over here in the corner or something. Need to jump in the craz. We need to hook up to that 8 spot. Preferably without bashing up the front end or something. Whoops. God dang it. That's what happens when I try to back up using the... When I try to maneuver in reverse using the controller while looking behind me instead of just looking in front of me and backing up. Okay, close the functions. Open the storehouse. 10 metal rolls in stock. I can't haul 10, but I can haul the 4 that I need for this job. And I have to figure out where to get 8 concrete bricks from. I think I have to go all the way to the warehouse in the north. Okay. Two. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. Yes, I backed the trailer all the way in here to get it back there in the corner like that. And now I can add 4 brick to fill out the 8 spots. As far as the concrete slabs, I'm going to bring over a whole 8 spots worth of concrete slabs from Big Salmon Peak. Oh, you know what? I wanted to throw on those 2 wooden planks. I think I'll use the evacuator for that. just get those wooden planks down out of here, out of the mountains where they might be of some use. And now the bricks. The bricks, the bricks. Oh, that's right, brick framing. Oh yeah, that's right. I looked at that. There's brick framing all over the place. And then all I have to do is cross the river and come down to Conveyor Section 3. That's right. Let's go get some bricks. I'll have to hit 2 of those brick framing places to get the 4 that I need. In one of those, those 2 that were real close together, one is on the other side of the conveyor belt. So I'll have to get the one that's down here, and then the other that's further north. Unless it would be easier to stay to the south and just cross the river to the one that's on the other side. I want to make sure, yeah, it's up there on the point. I don't think I'll need to build the cabins because I built the extra cabins earlier. I delivered 2 at each cabin zone where I only needed to deliver 1. But I don't know, we'll see. I see all these roads leading off, and you know, it's like, is that my place? There is a little bit of cement at the rail yard, but not near what I need. It's like 1 or 2 pallets. See, now it's saying that well, okay. I'm not there yet. I don't know why the arrow is pointing behind me. Well, now it's pointing to the left. But the place I'm picking up brick from is right here. 2 left. 1, 2. Now we have 1.5 of the first 2 items. Let's see. A little more of a drive to that next one. And then I gotta figure out how to cross the river. I think I can cross right there where it says brick framing. If that happens to be the case, maybe I'll bring you guys back in for the river crossing and the final last leg down there to make this delivery. But for now, I'm just gonna do some driving. And I'll see you guys on. Alright, I have the other 2 brick. So I have the 4 metal rolls and the 4 brick for the first two items on the list. This is the crossing that I wanted to use when I was running south with that 1 piece of metal, but it's on the wrong side of it was on the wrong side of the conveyor belt. There was no way to get to the other side of the conveyor belt. Actually, I should say there was no way to get to the other side of the conveyor belt without running north and coming around through here. I could have done that, but I didn't think of it. Run north to where there isn't any conveyor belt, swing around the end, and come down. What you really need at this point of the game is you need one or 2 trucks on the east side of the conveyor belt and 1 or 2 trucks on the west side of the conveyor belt. No, wait, I don't want to go out here on the island. No. I want to cross the river again. What the fuck am I doing? I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. I'm just jibber jabber. Ouch. 218? And I need to get around the other side of this. See, if I don't look behind me and just back up, I can steer the trailer perfectly fine. I just don't know exactly where the trailer's going, but I can steer it perfectly fine. To see where the trailer's going, I have to turn the camera around and then use the keyboard. See? Easy peasy. That's what I wanted to do when I was coming south. But, you know, as I've explained, conveyor belt system. Oh, telephone pole. Another telephone pole. The anchor for the crane was hung up at. Now who knows? It could be the tree, it could be the pole behind me. I think it's the pole behind me, the way it's jerking me to a stop. Uh-huh. Sure, why not? You know what? I got a fix for that. If I can get off the damn tree that's stuck underneath me. Now hit on the other pole. Now go out in the river to avoid that pole. Motherfucker. The shit they make you do to get from one place to the other. Even with all the skipping time, I'm probably gonna be over an hour on this. Well, that suspension completely gone again. Doesn't say broken yet. But one more hit it will. Which means, you know, the trailer's not, or the truck's not riding as high as it would, or suspension's not working as well as it would. But god dang it, I'm gonna get here. Cargo management. Lock the brake. Alright. I have 4 metal rolls and 4 brick. Not that you can see the trailer, but and that is it. It's an empty trailer. All I have left is the concrete slabs. See, it's not even calling for the cargo for the cabins on this list. Thanks for watching, and we will pick it up in the next one when I've made arrangements to have the concrete slabs available. That's a whole nother ordeal. I have to haul bags of concrete to Big Salmon Creek and haul them all the way across to the other side of the map to the concrete plant. Make the concrete slabs, craft them, and haul them all the way back to this map, because the concrete plant on this map will only make concrete blocks, not slabs. Although when you pull it up and look at it, it's got this thing about UI, menu, slab, or it says blocks and slabs, but it doesn't make slabs, it only makes blocks. So they got some work to do on 10.4. But thanks for watching, and we got this much done. See you next time.